What's good, Simps? The worst duelist here.
Hydration. Hey guys, Romulus here. Today we're going to talk about the ghost of the vortex. The only way to summon a ghost is through a very specific combination. And why do we eat mac and cheese with a spoon? That's right. It's not soup. And I know what you're thinking. By that logic, maybe cereal's a soup. Technically, yes, cereal is a soup. Anyway, none of that is of concern today. We need to talk about the ghost of the vortex. He's coming here right now. Christmas past? Hello, ghost. Just say whatever you want to say, and then I'll make it work later. Okay?
Say whatever you want to say and I'll just make it work.
Yeah, I can make that work. That's about all the time I've got for you today. Today, the visual duelist will be talking about the ghost of the vortex from the past. But just real quick, a word from our sponsor. I've been using these bad boys for ages now. Raycon's the best way to go because it has, when you put it in your ear. So go to raycon.rom/Romulus to get 20% off yours.
So what's going on, guys? So Ghost from the Past has been out for about a week now, a little over a week I think, and I kind of just want to make a video just kind of giving a bit of an afterthought now that the dust has remotely settled on the set. So I'm kind of just going to jump around in this video, just go from like pros to cons, just kind of in whichever order I want. So there is definitely very limited structure to this video, but yeah, I'm just going to kind of go through a few bullet points and just talk about the set and try to start a discussion, I suppose, in the comments down below. So first of all, one of my biggest complaints with the set is there's only 5 ghost rares, and the set, of course, being titled Ghost from the Past, you would think that they would go a little bit heavier on the ghost rare, maybe even like so much to the side of like how the maximum gold had 2 golds in every pack. Maybe not that, but like I figured it was going to be at least like 1 ghost in a pack. But I suppose with the way that they handle a lot of newer product with that like that sort of like lottery mentality that people have complained about in like recent history, kind of makes sense that they would do it the way that they did, because the next thing I was going to talk about was pretty much the market, because, you know, without those ghost rares being that sort of chase rare, there really isn't much room for this market to be like huge. And really the market for this is pretty mediocre at best. I mean, like the only stuff that's really worth value is like Remus and the ghosts. Like anything else is like $6 or $7. You know, only time will tell with that though, to see what actually ends up happening. But I have my doubts in that regard, because, you know, while the Dragoonity stuff is fantastic, that's another thing that I'm really excited about for the set, is all those Dragoonity cards are freaking sweet for sure, but I don't even know if the build that uses the Remus, for Dragon Link at least, is going to be like the end-all be-all. I mean, I think that the only real use that Dragon Link can get out of that card is possibly to facilitate combos after LP is banned. And now, don't get me wrong, I've seen the Shinping Jews, the Team Samurais, the Yassine 656s. I've seen their combos, their 1-card combos. And don't get me wrong, that is really impressive that they can do that. And then like they also have the option to do Crystal on 5 summons, so like that's really cool too. So like play through Nibiru, and it is all off just 1 card, which is cool, but I don't know, I just have my doubts, because I haven't really seen anyone play it at locals, or really just like play it at all, except for like in an isolated Dev Pro 1-card combo setting. Maybe I could have done more research on that, but pretty much what I'm trying to say is the Ghosts and the Dragoonity stuff is kind of carrying the market right now. And without that, I mean, like, look at the rest of it. Like, Sun Avalon, who gives a shit? Starry Night, also, who cares? The Starry Night shit kind of pisses me off too, because like CRU is really cool. I remember being like 10, being like, man, CRU is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. And of course the card is a normal monster, so. But something that really upsets me about that is it's like one of the selling points is the Starry Night stuff to a degree, and it's just terrible. And why couldn't they fucking make this guy pink? Like, how hard was that? The CRU retrain doesn't even fucking look like CRU, so it's just, yeah. That's more of just like a personal gripe from a design standpoint, but that really has nothing to do with anything. More on the less good side of things, the Hermetic stuff is just like so dated, and they literally only threw it in there because Dragoonities and Dragon League can use the TUM with Dragoonity Glow. And they just reprinted all the cards, and it just seemed like pack filler. Also, alongside the Time Thief stuff, don't get me wrong, the Time Thief stuff really could have used those rarity upgrades, so that's cool. And you know, across the board, the rarity upgrades are just really cool because like you get Metal Foe rarity bumps, erratic rarity bumps, random stuff like Baby Rock, and just like all kinds of random stuff. The Time Thief stuff is also cool, like I said. There was some good reprints in there. You know, Evenly Matched was one of those. Baby Rock is actually a good reprint as well. Also the rarity bump, like I mentioned before, because you know, Baby Rock for super rare, when the Dragoonity stuff was announced, was like $6. So I already had like 4 of them just from having them over the years. So I was like, oh yeah, these will definitely go up if it doesn't get reprinted. So that was cool that happened. Unfortunately, I can't think of any other good reprint examples besides the rarity bumps, but moving on. A lot of cool one-off cards came out in the set too, like the Nepshadal Genius, the Hellshadal guy is cool, the TG Shooting Star EX guy is cool. I mean, it's useless. Even in TGs, I actually recently was trying to make TGs work, and that's just not gonna happen on my profile in anyway. But still though, it's cool that we got that import. There was a lot of room for good imports on this. The Necroza Reed Bear, this was a good spot to put that as well, seeing as how, you know, the Reed Bear came with the Dragoonity support as well, so that's definitely a good move on their end. But all in all, the set's kind of a flop. I really didn't like how they went with the maximum gold style of packaging this. Like the packaging itself, like the physical packaging looks cool, but the way it is with like the 3 packs, it's like 6 cards or whatever it is, and there's not even a ghost in every pack. I don't know, it just kind of upsets me. It's still, they're just like following the trend of the lottery set, which is really annoying. I mean, like the Battle to Legend Armageddon was one of those as well. Like, don't get me wrong, the prize card was in that. That's fucking sweet. Chaos Emperor Dragon was cool. But even like collector's rare can kind of fall into this category as well. I'm not really too sure about that one. But it seems like most of the sets that collector's rare have come out in have been somewhat underwhelming. I mean, like 2 Chaos was whatever, because the Infernoble stuff out of there was really useless. But again, like was like it, and the Chaos retrains of a lot of the old boss monsters was cool as well, but even then the uses for those is like so few and far between. But again, it's like I feel like Ghost of the Past is also just going to follow suit with this, and I really hope they kind of move away from this product model, because it's just kind of a fucking joke at this point, to be completely honest. I mean, all in all, Ghost from the Past is cool, and it's definitely a cool idea of them to bring Ghost Rares back, but it just didn't really hit a lot of marks, at least for me, I suppose. I don't know, maybe for the more casual side of things, but even then, what did you really get? A new Necros card. I mean, if you're the Hermetic guy, then like you get your Hermetic stuff. I got my Metal Foes out of it, but I already had like foreign and foil, this, that, and the other for the deck anyway, so. But I digress. That's really all I got for this. I kind of just wanted to do a little bit of like an open discussion, rambling style. I'm not going to really edit this too heavily, but yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you thought about Ghost of the Past down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, etc., so on and so forth. YouTube, insert YouTube jargon here. But yeah, see you next time, Sims.
Hydration